Welcome back once again. As we earlier said, we're going to be embarking on our major topic, which is the Israeli occupation violation again of the international law and international norms, and also still practicing its aggression and its genocidal practices against the innocent stranded Palestinians in this cold weather while they're staying in their tents, severe cold weather, and on top of all violating the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit that was held earlier this month. With us over the phone, our prominent guest, Dr. Hassan Wageeh, Professor of International Relations, to give us a wider look over the situation in Gaza. Good morning, Dr. Wageeh. Hello?
Hello, you hear me?
Good morning, Dr. Wageeh. Can you speak up, please?
Good morning.
Yes, because the voice is so low. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Dr. Wageeh, we were talking about a very defined position by the Israeli side. Again and after the whole world witnessed the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit, and with the presence of almost 150 world leaders and countries and nations that recognize Palestine, signing the peace agreement with the President of the United States with all its conditions and terms, and all the parts agreeing, including Israel, and then again violating this peace summit. What's happening in Gaza now?
What's happening, as you have said, it is a stance by the Israelis to defy this gathering of international leaders. As you have mentioned, more than 100 leaders all over the world. And it is not only defying the Sharm el-Sheikh, they are defying the United Nations, where there is a UN resolution 2803 came to consolidate and to support and to enhance and to give international legitimacy to this agreement by all these world powers. So I think that the Israelis are playing with fire when they are defying the entire international community.
That is true. So again, what's happening now is a complete insistence and persistence over the displacement of Palestinians. And again, talking about opening the Rafah border crossing for intentions other than receiving those who are injured or helping those who are sick. And in this severe cold weather, the same practices again. If you'd like to elaborate.
Yes. I think that, you know, when we are talking about red lines which Egypt would keep under any circumstances, I think that those people are trying to hide behind fake claims like opening Rafah border crossing one-way ticket unilateral without any kind of coordination, or as a way, a hidden way to implement in one way or another portions of their grand plan of displacement of the Palestinians. And I think this is rejected, and the Egyptian statements were very clear to deter such a kind of attempts. And I think even the United States and the international power are against that. Against spoiling Trump's plan, and which he took awarded international legitimacy in the UN too.
Right. So I want you, please, Professor Hassan Wageeh, to just prioritize the needs of the stranded people inside the Gaza enclave. I mean, in other words, like, what is exactly is in dire need now for the Palestinians? Number one, the humanitarian aid is supposed to enter in this type of weather, this harsh climate. They're supposed to receive it as one of the basic human rights. What else is supposed to be a priority for the Palestinians in that particular case? I mean, regardless of the international community that is worthless and does not do anything. I mean, the justice and peace was effected by the hands of the Egyptian side together with the American side. But talking about international community and even other countries, members of the United States, we didn't even see a tangible effect. But let's talk about the priorities for the stranded Palestinians now.
Yes, I think that because of the obstinate and one-way ticket and inflexibility of the Israeli side, I think the whole world is witnessing this terrible humanitarian crisis. And when you are talking about priorities, of course, Egypt put that as the most important priority. Along with the ceasefire, there should be a good proportion of humanitarian aid should get into the whole enclave of Gaza. And I think that if the Israelis are putting impediments regarding these points, I think that the whole world should take the further decisive acts regarding this, because it is a human life and a very tough circumstances, as you have mentioned. You know, you have a cold weather, a lack of food, lack of everything, lack of life. So I think that this is very inhuman, and this will go against, this will complete the issues of unfortunate war crimes. So I hope that the international community also, because you know, it is a defense of the international community now. So the international community should do something more decisive in that direction. And we have seen, you know, words here and there, but words are not enough. But also we have seen much more pressure being exerted. We have seen in the Congress, for the first time in history, they are talking about boycotting, divestment, and sanctions on Israel. There should be some kind of palpable action that should take place, because, you know, the apartheid story in South Africa was about that. And there were obstinate people challenging the international community, inhuman in their behavior. And I think that the only thing that worked out is these three words, boycotting, divestment, and the sanctions. And I hope the international community would gather to do that. And I think if you have 22 congressmen are saying that now, this is a very important development in the history between Israel and America.
Exactly. Professor Wageeh, you are a professor of international relations, and you have a great experience also with political science. Talking about the violation or the breaching of international law for many times, repeatedly, and also violating a peace agreement that was signed in a summit with the presence of more than 150 countries and world leaders, and with the signed by the hands of an Egyptian side, two sides, and the U.S. administration. So in that particular case, what could be the counter effect or the side effects or the results, consequences of this flagrant violation?
Yes,
I mean, this time, is the situation different?
I think that the story of getting international law and is extremely of a priority, and the whole international community should adopt that, because, you know, we have seen flagrant violations of international law in so many spots in the world. We have seen that with Ethiopia, with the water issue. We have seen that twisting of the international law to very narrow-minded and zero-sum game by Ethiopia in one side, and now with Israel in the other side. And I hope that the international community with the United Nations should come to reconsider the position of the international law, because without that, humanity is digging its own grave.
With this flagrant, let me just again repeat the same expression again, this flagrant practices and violations of the conditions and the pillars of the Sharm el-Sheikh Peace Summit, Could it be considered annulled or void now? It is being as if it does not exist anymore?
No, I think it is. We can only say it is freezed. It is frozen now because there is no real implementation of this plan. And I think that the United States should do something very palpable and should intervene, because it is called Trump's plan, which took the international legitimacy cover, and I think that the United States should have a different stance towards what is taking,
right.
Because this is very important to get this plan implemented for everyone, actually.
There are two questions, important questions, that are supposed to be taken right now. One of them is the Palestinian reaction to what's happening, especially Palestinian resistance, Hamas and the PLO. This is a question that might cross anybody's mind, especially the political observers. And the second one is about the recovery and reconstruction, the early recovery and reconstruction summit that is supposed to be held later this month, or probably in the very near future here in Egypt. Let us tackle the first part first, which is the reaction of the Palestinian side. What is expected to be taken on the Palestinian side, since there is a very clear and defined violation on the Israeli side?
Actually, as we have already said long time ago, the Palestinian, all the Palestinian factions and the PLO should get united in a much more stronger way to show the entire world the unity of the Palestinian people. And also, there is a way to launch a track regarding the issues that is really debatable in the plan, Trump's plan. It takes time, and it needs some kind of specificity. So I think this should be there with a stance clear by the Palestinian authorities, along with Hamas and all factions. And the other thing is about reconstruction, and we have seen that Egypt is very keen to get this operationalized in a very palpable way, and we have seen the recent visits of our Prime Minister, Dr. Abdel-Ati, to Germany and to so many places, and the call by the President in so many occasions about the importance and the urgency of getting the reconstruction process started. But this will start first things first. Let us not have these all violations so as this could happen.
Right. The end of the day, of course, let me thank you so much, Professor Hassan Wageeh, Professor of International Relations. Thank you so much talking to us in the Breakfast Show.